everybody, to another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Mike, Wendt, Andy Ferg. And, of course, the F is for food. We are the food show you deserve. Thank you to our sponsors, Patty Kelly's, 154 Washington Street in Peabody, at Patty Kelly's on Instagram. Open daily till 1 a.m. Monday and Wednesday nights. They do karaoke, and they do brunch Friday through Sunday from noon to 3. Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage at Buy and Refi on Instagram. CrossCountryMortgage.com is the website and presenting sponsor of the second annual North Shore Beefs Golf Tournament.
I got your dick.
Channel Marca Brewing Kid, 95 Rantoul Street in Beverly, at Channel Marca Brewing on Instagram. ChannelMarcaBrewing.com is the website. Taproom hours Wednesday through Friday, 3 to 10. Saturdays, noon to 10. Sundays, noon to 6. And tomorrow, at what time, Andy, will you be standing in the lobby, hawking T-shirts and North Shore Beefs IPA?
I mean, 5:30-ish, I guess.
Ish?
5:30-ish. I'm not going to fucking set myself a time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a busy man. I'm important. I have things to do.
Sure. Okay. So I'm sure you'll post immediately.
Yeah, I'll go live from being live in person.
So get over there early so they sell out. So when Andy shows up, he can't even get his own beer.
Yeah, fuck me in the ass. Go ahead, do it. They'll set aside a case for me.
Of course they will. Ben Franklin Print Company, 177 North Main Street in Middleton. At Ben Franklin _Print Co. is the Instagram. BenFranklinPrintCo.com is the website. And if you mention F Buddies, you get 10% off your next order. Jamie's Roast Beef in Peabody, 44 Margin Street to be exact, in Peabody. Open Tuesday through Sunday from 11 to 9. And I saw someone posted was it the Angry Ferg, a Junior Angry Ferg or something. And everybody got all hot for some reason.
Did they?
Yeah. I saw one. It wasn't yours. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I think he just did a shit review, which is common.
It happens. It happens.
It's common.
Not every beef's a fucking banger. Not my fault.
No. But yeah, Jamie's Roast Beef in Peabody. I believe their fax number is 617-555-FUCK.
Yes, 555-FUCK. That's either their fax number or Lindsay's number. I'm not sure.
That's the number of the day anyway. Andy, how are you, sir?
So, addressing a comment just now. Besides, first I should recognize someone who really needs recognition. It's important to him that he's recognized.
All right.
And he's a live listener every week. He's avid. He was there when I started this thing. This whole thing. He wasn't in the bathroom when I started the group. He wasn't with me there, but he's with me most times.
Sure.
And that would be Harambe himself. Really needs the attention. So I want to thank Michael DeFrancisco for being, an important cog in the wheel that is beef. Thanks, pal. You're the man. And people should recognize him as being one of the founding members. Because what happened was he left the group in a tizzy over something stupid, and then lost his founding member badge. And you just can't get that off. You can't get it back. He's not a founding member. He left the fucking group.
That's an actual thing, like an actual badge.
When people are there, if you join a group early, you're a founding member.
Interesting.
I knew who our first member was.
Who?
It wasn't Mike. Naomi Doherty.
She's still in?
Yeah, her husband's kind of active, but
All right. Well, thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Micah
Hunt.
It's a great start.
Also,
hot start. We're coming out hot.
I'll address another commenter that said Jamie sucks. I used to agree with you, sir. In the beginning, I didn't like him. I told Chef Matt I didn't like him in a drunken tirade one night when I was live on Instagram.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. They don't suck anymore.
Yeah, that was one of
They toned down the spice. The fennel's gone. Yeah. Give them another fucking shot. I had one today. It was delicious.
You
9-4
openly said
day.
that when we did that other show. Like the first few weeks to months of that, you always talked about that weird spice that the meat had.
Yeah, the fucking fennel, man. It fucked it up. It fucked it up is what it did.
Fucked it up.
You can get traditional beef. They do a 3 with the fucking Angry Ferg will knock your tits off and bite your dick off.
Gotta try it.
Oh, the super. Get a super, kid.
Get a super, kid. Super Angry Ferg.
That's right.
Well, all
right. So, been a weird week or so for me.
Just discussing before we went live kind of what all the topics are going to be. It's been a long fucking week. It feels like
it's been a month.
Some of these stories feel like they were a month ago. Fucking long ass week. I had a long 3 days, but we'll get there. What's up? What's first in the docket?
I guess we'll just go chronological.
All right.
We'll get to this guy later, but I'll bring it up now. I was alerted last week that someone was selling bootleg beef merch on some fucking janky website. They were just fucking selling my shirts.
See,
$23.
That was Wednesday. It feels like 3 weeks ago.
That was Wednesday. I was at my kid's field hockey game when I got a text from Mo that that my merch was my Celtics shirt was being hawked on some fucking joke website. Yeah. So we'll get to that guy later.
All right.
Also, I think that same day, I got I'm a friend whore on Facebook.
Friend whore.
Yes, because the account I use to run the beef page.
Not a friend of whores, but a friend whore.
Both, because this is the point. I almost never don't accept a friend request.
Okay. Because
I post bullshit, no family stuff, nothing important, and I also use Facebook to promote this.
Sure. Much appreciated.
So, a young man added me as a friend. Mm-hmm. I had a bunch of requests that day, like 3 or 4, and I just hit, accept. I didn't look into anybody.
Sure.
Cool, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
My feed on Facebook is full of people I do not know.
Most are.
It is weird. I know too much about strangers.
Yeah.
But I don't request them. They request me, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I opened my direct messages, and one of the people that had me as a friend, sent me a message about my hands.
Go on.
Apparently, this young man,
mm-hmm.
has a bit of a masculine hand fetish.
Interesting.
And I have big hands.
Interesting.
I have big masculine hands, Mike. And in my profile picture is me giving the finger.
Oh, that's right.
This is the picture.
Yeah, that's right.
See my thumb has that bend?
Yeah, you cock your thumb out when you give the finger.
I don't have a choice. My thumbs are fucked. I can have hitchhiker thumbs.
You could tuck the thumb.
Oh yeah, I could do this like a weirdo.
You could tuck the thumb.
This is thumbs up and go fuck yourself. We're giving messages.
I got the same thing though. I got the double jointed thumbs that bend all the way backwards.
The bendy thumb.
Yeah, and it sticks. It stays.
I
always get self-conscious when I give a thumbs up because my fucking thumb goes the wrong direction. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I got the bendy thumb. You get the bendy thumb. This is my picture.
Yeah.
You can fucking see it clearly on Facebook as my profile. It's right there, blocking my face. Strategically placed to block the double chin. We're not fucking around here.
Got your big meaty fucking hand out there.
And this young man really enjoyed my thumbs and wanted to talk about them.
Okay.
I'm not rude. And I don't know what I'm getting into at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, your thumbs bend mad weird, LOL. That was the first opening line.
That's how we opened.
Yeah. Do both your hands do that? And I'm like, yeah, they do. So I moved on, ignored. And he kept every day sending a new little message, like just to keep the conversation going.
Yep.
And I'm not rude. I'd respond with a GIF or something like that. And then at work one day, I was having some fun, me and Harambe in the truck. And I said, I'm going to send this kid a thumb selfie.
Okay.
Get them all weirded out. And I sent him the thumb selfie, and he got real excited about it. So I said, this is probably 2 or 3.
All right. So at this point, you kind of knew where he was going.
So then he started, I forget what he said, but it was like a something kind of flirty. And I said, I'm not sure where your what your plan is here, but I can assure you I'm not interested. But my cousin is single, has beautiful hands, and is down for whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I tagged and I posted his profile in here.
Yeah.
And my cousin was not involved in this. He didn't know what was coming. He's just sitting there living his life, and I'm sending a young gay Filipino boy with a thumb fetish his way.
All right.
Didn't work. Hands weren't pretty enough. He went through and came right back to me.
He got rejected?
I don't know. He never actually, the kid's like, no, I'm not interested in that. And he kept on saying that he, like, he's not going anywhere. He just likes my hands.
Oh,
and I think he finally had the balls to just put it out there. Not going to lie. I love your big meaty hands, LOL. And I said, I can't let this continue. I can't do it.
Oh my God.
I can't string this poor boy along. At one point he asked me, he goes, hey, what's in a 3-way? And I had so many answers, but every one of them was going to get me in trouble.
Yep.
I almost said my 2 thumbs in your asshole, but I didn't, because that's rude. I don't want to lead the poor boy on.
That's a recipe to get some dong hanged in your DMs.
Oh yeah, you, me, and a beef. I ended up sending him a gift from Super Troopers.
Always a good one.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it. And that's when that was a mistake I made.
Beer fest.
Oh, sorry. Fuck Beer
Beer
Fest.
Fest.
That's the mistake I made though, because that's what the next thing from him was. I love your big meaty hands. Not gonna lie. LOL. Blah blah blah. So that's when I had to end the relationship.
You didn't send rebuttal with they just want a little slap and pickle.
I didn't. I could have. It may have come off as racist because we don't know what nationality he is.
He's one of those anonymous nationalities.
No, the guy in the movie that plays the guy with the slap and pickle.
Oh, yeah.
So he could have been. This kid was Filipino. So that was fun. That was interesting.
How
middle
old
of my
was
week.
This young boy you were exciting on the internet.
I'd say in his 20s.
All right, fair enough.
I'd say in his 20s.
All right.
It's just I don't always people leave me alone for the most part, unless except for the psychos who try to kill me.
There's some like you get a friend request and you look at them like you almost can tell which ones are gonna go sideways real fucking fast, and it's like it's whether I'm in the mood to just have fucking weird conversations.
Well, a lot of the time, how I weed them out, and don't take offense to this, if you're their friend.
Yeah, well,
because you have a lot of hanger-oners from your days on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are weirdos, and I don't want them in my fuck. Because I accepted one a few months ago, and it was a real problem.
I remember you
commenting on everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck this guy. See you later.
Yeah.
So I blocked poor Michael from everything. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't continue this catfishing. I was catfishing him.
Between the years at ZLX and then it really went off with Wicked Bites. Yeah, it was like there's a lot of odd ones in my groups, in my friends.
Yeah. No, you definitely have it always says mutual friend Michael Wendt.
The funny thing is they're generally harmless people. It's just incessant. It's just
they're annoying.
Everything gets a comment. Everything gets a something. Everything's like, oh, that's great. That's cool. It's like they're very positive and harmless people, but God.
Well, it's the Wicked Bites audience that it's the fucking old weirdos with 38 cats and no friends, and you're their friend.
Yeah.
You're you were their Sunday morning and Saturday morning friend, Mike.
Exactly.
They could talk to you if they wanted. They could see you with your big dumb cup.
I'm waiting to watch the YouTube fucking subscribers start getting into the negatives. It's like, what is this? This isn't the Mike we know.
Mike's nice.
Pretty sure my mom already unfollowed us.
He wears those dumb shirts and talks to that guy with hair plugs. Mm-hmm. Mike's so nice.
He's so nice. He's such a nice man.
So that was
I said nope.
So that was part of the week, and that went on until a couple days ago. But another thing happened since we last recorded was Friday morning. Tucker and Rich, the most popular morning show in Boston, had a fucking field day with me. And I didn't catch the whole thing.
How did it start? Let's just start at the beginning here. How did this all start?
All right. Joe Murray is one of the stand-ins, guests, helper-outers on all things 98.5 The Sports Hub. And he's often in on the morning show. One of the guys takes a vacation day. He's their go-to guy.
Joe's a great guy.
And he is from Peabody.
Mm-hmm.
He loves Jamie's. He loves beefs.
Yeah.
He kind of made the mistake of claiming he's the beefs guy, and I decided to take that and run with it like a professional wrestler and act like I'm the fucking Rock and call in and call him out.
Which, knowing Joe, I'm sure he got 100% of.
80.
Really? Huh.
I was aggressive.
Oh, well, you're you.
Yes. So that happened.
I vaguely remember they did some live show where they were doing something with Beefs and him, and I think Bird was part of it or something like that.
Yeah, they shot Beefs into a crowd and almost killed people.
Is that what ended up happening?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
He was like a t-shirt cannon for Junior Beefs. It wasn't the best idea. So the point of my whole thing, so I call in, I start giving him a hard time, busting his balls, telling him I'm the king, and which starts a conversation with them that I sell merch.
Sure.
And I had a very good day selling merch that day. It worked perfectly.
Okay.
I sold quite a few shirts. I said, let's do this again.
Yeah.
How do you sell more shirts, Mike? You package up 4 shirts, you bring them to Joe Murray.
Yep.
Joe is a large fella, as you know.
Yep.
I don't buy Joe's size.
Okay.
So on the bad day to be a beef shirt, I ordered one extra big for Big Joe.
Fantastic. Smart move.
Yes, because I wanted to wear it. He decides to go in one day when he's there doing, all 3 guys there, John, Wallach, and the other 2 idiots, Toucher and Rich are there. And Joe's it.
Does Toucher and Rich still do the TV simulcast?
It's on Twitch now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not, everyone else is on.
Condolences.
Yeah, we're on Instagram, about as popular.
Yeah, basically.
So it's weird because they're the highest rated show. I'm not sure why they're on a real.
Legitimately, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get why they're not on a real network.
Every year, the highest ratings. That I have theories, but I'm not going to get into them right now.
I think also everyone's on what's it, the fucking NBC Sports Boston.
Yeah.
And I think they have an actual morning show on NBC Sports Boston. The rest of the day is filler. So they just put on Zoe and Beetle and they put on Felger and Maz to fill 8 hours of their day programming.
Okay.
Do you know Felger and Maz is like the third highest rated TV show in Boston? Sports TV show.
What else is on at that hour?
No, in general.
And
Their radio TV show where it's just them filming themselves doing a radio show was the third highest rated show in Boston for sports TV shows.
And they're afternoons, right?
They're 2 to 6, yeah.
2 to 6. Yeah. I can see that.
It's just funny, like there's other shows.
Sure, but
if
you think about sports shows in Boston, like local sports shows, it's only really two channels.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so
and Nesson just replays Billy and Jenny all fucking day.
Yeah, Nesson plays nothing but shit. That is background noise. Yeah. What do they play? Because the Red Sox are hot trash. Yeah. Besides the Bruins, what does Nesson play that is worth tuning into?
Worth tuning into, I'm not 100%. But
I mean, I think Charlie.
I know they. But again,
Charlie's all right. If Charlie's a guest, that's funny. It's a good take.
No, yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with it with the shows. It's just they run them, they replay them incessantly because they're low on content. But I know they play the soccer. They get the soccer games.
Do they? That's really good.
Yeah, because the Henrys bought a team. I forget which one, but
Manchester.
Manchester. Okay.
Menu.
So they play some soccer here and there. Outside of that,
I can't think of any other show worth watching on that network. It's weird.
I don't know. Definitely not anything on Saturday mornings.
No. Well, during the paid programming,
during that classy infomercial.
I'll watch a fucking Flex Seal infomercial for an hour. I don't care. I'll watch that on a loop.
Fuck yeah.
At least that's interesting. The guy with the fucking screen door into the boat. Holy shit. That's worth fucking watching.
How does he do
sprays a screen. Hey, he's gonna, because it's only for 10 seconds. He's gonna sink.
Fucking dies.
So the way this Toucher Rich thing died briefly. Toucher wasn't in the studio that day, but they talked a lot about my merch and my shirts and made fun of them a little bit.
Sure.
But again, not all of them. They said which ones they liked. They really enjoyed wet ass beef. The idea that I somehow do this, but they made it seem like this is my living.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really. It's not.
Sure.
Just so everybody knows, it's not.
Sure.
I have a little area down in the basement with some t-shirts and a laptop and a printer. And I do ship some merch. Mm-hmm. Just shipped 5 shirts a minute ago.
Sure.
But that's not paying the bills.
No.
So
it's just a decent side hustle.
It's fun. The idea that fucking
much
I have
like what
t-shirts.
we're doing right now.
The fact that these exist is fucking hilarious to me.
It's wonderful. It's fucking wonderful.
I mean, they're fucking everywhere. So we've done Red Sox, Patriots, Bruins, Cobra Kai. We stole the logo from fucking Plymouth Super B.
You did a Cobra Kai shirt?
Fucking A, I did. Be first.
I do remember that one. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Be first, be fast, be fucking strike first, strike fast, strike often.
That's old school North Shore beefs.
That was before season 2 of Cobra Kai when it was good.
Back when it was still on YouTube Red?
Yes, we'll get to that. So fast forward a couple of weeks, Joe is in studio with all 3 Toucher and Rich guys, and he brings in the shirts. He posted on Twitter, we got beefs, bro. I gave them, oh, pardon me, that's not our podcast. That's somebody else's. I'm not belching on the screen.
Don't want to grab the gimmick, do you?
So he brings the shirts in and gives them to them, and they decided to, talk about them. And I gave this one to Rich from Rich Shirt and Lead. Yep. I gave him this shirt right here, the one I'm wearing, which is the most absurd of all the shirts I have. This is obscene.
Yeah.
That was the point. I told the artist, I asked the artist, Tall Boy, to make it as fucked up as possible.
You still haven't named it, but it's definitely when we first talked about it, when you first showed me the logo, it has to be it has to eventually get some kind of Garbage Pail Kid's name.
Yeah, it does.
Because that's exactly what it is.
It's like a sloppy seconds or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
So they decided to take a good 10 minutes taking the piss out of me, as the English would say. Mm-hmm. Just hitting me with hammers and making fun of me and the group and the idea, and it was fine. But it was a little bit.
It's fine.
A little bit more than usual. Sure. It was more about this guy in his basement making T-shirts. Kind of okay. A couple people called in.
That old bit, huh?
called in to defend me. And technically, I am in my basement right now, but there are 2 more floors above me that I own, and another place up north.
Yep.
So I ain't doing that off T-shirts.
Right.
So
that's podcast money right there.
Yeah, that's 5 sponsors, baby. So I decide I'm walking into Dunkin' Donuts listening.
Yeah.
And I want to keep listening, but I'm on a tight schedule. So I call the show.
Sure.
I'm like, I'll try to get on, but also if I call the show, I can listen.
You can listen on hold.
Phone.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm no dummy. And I do the old online ordering. It's a walk in, grab, and walk out so I can dodge tipping.
Sure.
Smart man.
Yep.
And I call, and one of the guys, fucking Rich, goes, "Oh, Willy Wonka's on the phone. You want to talk to him?"
Willy Wonka.
The man behind the curtain, I think they're trying to go with, but that's more Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, they're idiots. Willy Wonka was plenty out there.
Yeah.
I don't have a James River Factory, but fine. I should Wizard of Oz, but fine. And Fred goes, "No. You just spent 10 minutes."
Now wait a minute. Because if we're doing a radio show and after you come back from a break and someone says Willy Wonka's on the phone, did they explain who the fuck Willy Wonka was?
Nope. And they also, it wasn't from a break.
Did they call you Willy Wonka during the break?
Not that I heard.
So Rich just said Willy Wonka's on the phone, and that's it.
And Fred kind of like took a second to figure it out. He might have said the beef guy. I don't.
Okay. All right.
Either way, they knew it was me, and he said no. They give me my fucking rebuttal. Like, let me have my minute.
Yeah.
You fucking cunt.
Yeah.
I gave you free shit. You dumped on me, and then you wouldn't give me my fucking minute.
Right.
I don't ask for much. And also, I've done enough. I've been on the radio enough to know not to swear.
Yeah.
I
highly doubt that's their problem. That was their issue.
No, they were scared.
They were done with you. We've given you enough free publicity.
Oh, and then the best thing was, because I jumped on this and made it a thing.
So before you go on, I don't know if you're going to get if this is where you're going, but Craig is watching on Facebook, and he asked, "Did you hear when they came back from the break after watching Craig's Jamie's MVB video dressed as a king, and they said it was you?"
Oh, I did not hear that. No, I gave up. I went back to work.
So they thought Craig in his Beef King garb was you.
Does that make it Willy Wonka? It's still not Willy Wonka. That's the king. I get a lot of credit for everyone else's videos. It's like I'm everybody. It's weird. It's very weird.
It's a little weird.
Me and Craig look nothing alike.
No.
And if you go to the Instagram page, the first 2 videos are me flipping the fuck out about things.
Yeah.
On the story, like the pinned videos.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a high vis fucking shirt in one of them, yelling about Greg Bates. I'd suggest checking it out.
I will definitely forget, and it's completely irrelevant, but just a random fucking thought. So your Pick Gator glasses had a
Vipers?
Had a full on around the stadium banner at the fucking Dolphins game.
Of course they did. That's who wears them.
I'm like, those are the fucking dumbass glasses Andy has.
That's right.
They're fucking doing well enough to banner the entire goddamn stadium. Good for them. Anyway, go on. Go on.
So I just wanted to defend the group because they don't get it.
Right.
It's like there's the comedian Ryan Hamilton who does a joke about hot air balloonists.
Yeah.
And the people get offended, and he goes, "You just don't get it. We are hot air balloonists.
Right.
It's harmless and it's fun." But that's the thing is the beef group is 50,000 people strong. We give money to charity. We're fun. It's funny as fuck. There's tons of awesome people doing it. It's a tiny little region of the world that gets it. And these fucking carpetbaggers and cucks show up here and badmouth it. Go back to fucking Atlanta, you douchebags. Fuck you. Have me on.
I think they're sticking around.
And here's
they're doing all right for themselves here.
Here's what Fred made the mistake of, though, because he had something called plausible deniability. They all had it. But he had to comment on the Instagram page because he's insecure.
Himself.
Fred Toucher, not Toucher and Rich, Fred Toucher, commented and said, "It's 10 minutes of free advertising. There's no such thing as bad publicity."
Yeah, that's
fine.
That was what I was referencing about.
Yeah, fine. Good comment. The second
he's
comment,
not wrong.
though,
he's not wrong.
No, he's not. No, of course.
But
that's
the
why
second
I want
comment,
more. That's why I want more, Mike.
The second comment,
and I don't believe anyone on here who says they've never heard of us is telling the truth. Oh, your insecurities are showing there, Chief. Oh, everyone's heard you, have they, Freddie?
You could have left it. First of all, he's not wrong, but
most people heard of them.
Most people have heard of them. Yes, of course.
Yes.
But acknowledging that is just acknowledging that cut a little deep.
Oh, it cut deep.
That cut a little deep. To
You
the
guys
point.
know me. You know me.
You know me.
I had a breakdown 2 years ago.
You
I almost killed
know me.
myself. You know me. I'm unstable. Fuck off.
Are we all?
Yes, I'm fucking beyond unstable.
We did 2-3 weeks ago. We talked about all the medication you're not taking.
I've been taking it diligently, though.
Have you?
Yes, I actually have.
Good.
Based on my habits, I better.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's
the
such a rich
habits
story.
of calling into radio fucking shows.
Yeah, that makes me take my Klonopin,
There you go.
my anxiety medication, the oh shit medication. Andy's gonna flip the fuck out.
Well, so, if you're ever feeling froggy, 10 to noon on Sundays. It's a good call-in show.
That is a good sedative as well. I heard.
Yes, it's a good way to go. It's a good way to hit the snooze button.
If you like bad haircuts and bad content with worse camera work, you are gonna love that show.
It's a good snooze button type of wake up.
We are here at the Hampton Beach Seafood Festival, and I'm eating corn dogs.
Are you, fella? Anyways,
so
chugging on a cock.
That was kind of my week. It's been a weird week.
That's a fucking weird week, man.
It's
And
been a
again,
very
all of
weird
this
week.
feels. I think it's how long the weekend was, because holy shit, all of that feels like a month ago.
Oh, you had a long
I
weekend.
had a
Yeah,
long
you were in
weekend.
Miami.
Yeah,
You were down in Miami.
Miami. Well, technically Miami Gardens. It's not Miami. It's Miami.
No, not the beach.
Holy shit. Okay.
I've never been to that stadium, so
Okay. Stadium is very nice, actually. The stadium itself. The surrounding areas of the stadium, for instance, the neighborhood our hotel was in, which is only 7 minutes from the stadium. So we all get there, and first order of business, let's go to the liquor store, get some beers, fill the cooler, get some fucking snacks for tailgating and all that, the responsible stuff before we start drinking the first night. So we go to I just throw liquor store near me into Google. 1.3 miles. Okay, here we go. So we get there, and we had to be buzzed in.
ooh, wrong, bad sign. Reminds me of that "Don't be a menace in the hood while drinking your juice."
Oh, that reference was made multiple times this weekend.
Yes, that sound.
So they
very much
buzzed
like
us
that.
in, and we go in, and there was plenty of Heineken if you wanted Heineken.
Oh,
That was
Corona.
it.
Corona as well. Oh, just Heineken.
That
Okay.
was it. Actually, you know what? There was Heineken and Corona.
Yeah, Corona's good. Another option for that.
And that was it. And we looked at them and we go, where do you keep the Coors Light? And they're like, no. They kind of shook us off. Like, okay. And just about face, let's fucking leave. We had to be buzzed out as well.
Well, yeah. If you're gonna rob the place,
It's
you just can't walk out.
Motherfuckers, now you can't leave.
Yeah, exactly.
So we
Used-
quickly got in the car and went to the Walmart across the street where they had plenty of beer varieties and snacks.
That reminds me. One time I went into a bodega in Lawrence,
Mhm.
and
Very
went to
similar.
get-
Very similar
I went-
surroundings.
yeah, I went to get a sandwich. We were going to some meeting. Long story, but it didn't matter. And they didn't have sandwiches.
Gary's
It's-
requesting we tear apart Touch and Wrench. Look, we got to save stuff for next week.
How would you like me to say? Make fun of his fucking fat head or
Here's
Rich's
the thing. The
inability to be a
ball's in
fucking
their
human?
court now.
Yeah,
Come at me, bro.
they're cunts.
Yeah.
Joe Murray's awesome.
Joe Murray's
Still love Joe.
fantastic.
I love Joe Murray.
Fucking
John
love
Wallach's a fucking man child who's the fucking update guy and he's 60.
I remember
And Richard
my
and
first
Patrick Rich don't even know about fucking sports. They're idiots.
John Wallach was on the first event I ever worked on my first job in radio. He was doing the
What
post
year
game
was
show.
that? 1927.
1942. But yeah, he was doing the post game show at Gillette, and I was driving the EEI truck.
Driving the truck.
Driving the truck.
So I went to this bodega and I tried to get a sandwich and they didn't have sandwiches. And some guy walked by me barefoot drinking a Corona. And it wasn't a bar or a liquor store. And I said, the deli case was pretty empty. I said, I don't think this
Did
is
he at least brown
actually
bag it?
it. No. He was in the store.
The
And I
old
said, I don't
Bunny
think this
Coleman
is served.
dropping in the brown bag.
I think they were a front for something else. I'm no super
This
sleuth, but
there was dust on every bottle. This place was not operational.
So we got McDonald's that night and went to our meeting.
Yeah.
And I was flatulent the whole time.
By the way, did you see what I did there? You move just like 3 inches off the microphone and blow the burp that way. That's how you do. Blow the burp that way. That's all.
Oh, you blow burps?
So it's like you move.
He's backing down?
You move off the microphone and burp off mic.
You don't just
no.
While someone else is talking.
Jesus Christ! I almost vomited in my car. Anyway,
really, it was off-putting.
It was very off-putting.
Continue your Miami story, Michael.
Yeah, so that's how we started. First night was great. We went we got the hell out of Miami Gardens as fast as humanly fucking possible. Went over to Hollywood Beach. Started at Margaritaville. Had a few spicy margaritas, and I got to a point where I was just fucking lapping everybody, and the guy's like, "I'll slow you down." I put an extra shot in it. I go, "Oh fuck me, you don't know me at all."
That didn't slow me down.
And then dinner and beers for the rest of the night over at the Hollywood Brewing Company, where the creative team took the day off when naming the place. Where are we and what do we do? Hollywood Beach and beer? All right, Hollywood Brewing Company. That sounds fucking good.
Nailed it. The
beers were actually decent. I was going to do some posts, but I figured, fuck it, I'll get around to it.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'll get around to it.
You're a content saver. You like to savor your content for weeks. Like you come home from Disney and you still post an Epcot a month later.
Well, here's the thing. It was actually discussed today. I was talking to a guy because some rapper got shot at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles the other day. I forget his name. His name was a bunch of consonants. I don't really know what they were and numbers. But anyway,
RZA. Hizza?
No, it wasn't the RZA. It wasn't the Jizza. It wasn't the Old Dirty Bastard or Method Man. Wu-Tang Clan.
Was it Tech 9?
No, it wasn't. It was like 4 words. His name was 4
DMX,
words.
Got it. DMX, got it.
So apparently, his he went out with his chick to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in the Inglewood location, and she not only took a picture of him there wearing about $500,000 in bling, but also tagged where they were in the moment, and he got shot and killed.
Yeah, because he had the stuff on.
He got shot and killed, and that prompted the conversation of why I never live post. My reason is less about my reason is less about a drive-by gang style assassination. Mine's more I just don't want hop-ons. You get a lot of fucking hop-ons when you live post. It's like they're like, "Oh, you're at the bar? Great, I'm gonna come by." It's like I didn't really want to see you this weekend, so no.
The only time you do that is when you're home because that's your move.
Only if like I don't have previous plans. Like I obviously advertised Patty Kelly's because we were going there. But it's like I was meeting a friend at the Lazy Dog. It wasn't like I was like, I'm at the Lazy Dog right now. And I was like, I waited a couple days for that one.
Remember that crazy crowd at Patty Kelly's around us? We had to keep them quiet. It was nuts.
Insane. Fucking ludicrous.
The bra. Whose bra was that? Mine? Were they suggesting I should put it on, or they want to show me the
weekend in October? You better fucking come to the live F Buddies broadcast. They are. I couldn't
even fucking believe it. Like that girl threw a bra to me like I was gonna wear it.
Fucking panties on the stage.
Bizarre, right?
Fucking Elvis Ferg over here.
Unless you have a thumb fetish and you're a Filipino boy, stay out of my DMs.
Seriously. But yeah, so where the fuck were we? Oh yeah, Hollywood Beach and
you're on Hollywood Brewing
Hollywood Brewing Company, and fine night. I don't remember getting home or any of that stuff, but that's what Ubers are made for.
Was this Saturday night?
Saturday night.
This is when I was texting you about that movie, and you didn't respond. I'm like, Mike's not going to see these texts.
Nope.
He's not going to know these texts existed.
Which? No, that's not there. I thought it was there. I thought I had it. Nope, it's gone. What was it?
Pig, the movie about Nicolas Cage.
Definitely didn't remember that part.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
no. So day 2, we get up and we do the hungover tailgating, as you do, and
this is on Sunday for the game.
This is Sunday. This is game day, and we made the wise decision when planning this trip to actually. One of the rooms at the hotel, we got a suite that walked out onto the pool. So it was like, it's a nice place. It's blah, blah, blah. So we could all just kind of gather in there and do our tailgating there and then catch a ride over to can't read that.
Disregard. Not for you.
Okay. And then take a ride over to the game and just go straight to the game because we weren't going to bring a car over and just, 5 dicks in the yard with a fucking cooler isn't going to work. So
those 5 dicks spring to the bush.
So we tailgated back at the hotel, and then went over to the game. The game.
They don't have like a hangout area like Gillette does, where you can go get fucked up at a bar.
Didn't even think twice about it. And once we got to Miami Gardens, I didn't really fucking want to deal with it. It's not an area you want to hang out. Let's put it that way. But we got to the game and didn't work out so well for the Pats. Luckily, the shit talking was fun and less physical in the section we were in.
All right.
Like I said, in a very nice stadium. Our seats.
I wish you knew more about sports. Because we could do an hour on the Patriots, but you would never fucking clue what I was talking about.
I would punch the fuck out.
Yeah, I'd have to get someone else in this.
I would check out. I was more interested in the burning cars, which we'll get to in a minute.
Oh yes, that's important.
Speaking of tailgating, but yeah, the stadium was very nice. Our seats were out of the shade. I like how the way they set it up. Okay, so it's kind of shitty, but kind of genius on Miami's part. Everything, even though it's an open, like the roof is open, all the seats are under the shade, except for the visiting team's bench and the 3 rows behind them. They are directly in the sun the entire fucking game.
Now, I'm no, I don't know, a scientist, but does the sun always hit that spot every day, or as the season progresses, will the sun be different?
That's a good question, but it definitely it always sets one way, right?
Yeah, no, it does, but it doesn't go in the summer at the high. I'm bullshitting right now. This can be made up. Mm-hmm. At the highest point, it goes right over us.
Look, it was told to me. I didn't make this one up. They said, look how they have the visiting team's bench, and they were in the sun.
Oh, it was probably on purpose for September games when it really matters.
100%.
Burn the fuck out of them.
I mean,
I'm just thinking in November will be less important.
I mean, night games are probably fantastic there.
Yeah, for the sun.
Night games and November through January games are fantastic there.
Can you get a moon burn in Miami?
Probably. You can get pretty much burnt doing anything in Florida.
Like a moonshot cancer treatment.
So, despite being out of the sun, super fucking hot. Dropped at least 15 pounds in sweat. And that was waiting in the beer line.
Wait. You tell me Miami in September is hot? Mm-hmm. What next?
The sky is still blue.
That's atmosphere. Sky's clear.
Water is wet.
Is it?
It is.
There's an argument about that. Is water wet or are we wet with water? Oh, the whole thing. Look it up the internet.
God.
It's like the earth being flat.
You got a fucking tinfoil hat on, don't you?
Oh, I don't believe in that one, but there is an argument. Is water wet?
Oh my God.
Like, is water wet or does it make you wet?
Water does not make me wet. I'm sorry. Maybe some of the fucking assholes in your DMs
tip of your dick gets moist when you see a body of water.
Oh my God! Look at that ocean.
Look at that thing glisten. Look at the ripples.
So about very early into the first quarter, so where we were sitting, we had a straight shot, and I sent you the picture of. They had a lot of open areas so that the breeze can come through and whatnot. And about early into the first quarter, all of a sudden we just see big billowing clouds of black smoke, and it wasn't stopping. It looked like the largest bonfire was happening in the parking lot ever. And it went on till about the fourth quarter.
I didn't know about this during the game, except for who were you with? It wasn't Rich. It was one of your other friends that you were with. Yeah, Will posted.
Yeah.
My new Facebook friend, Will.
Yeah.
He posted. I accepted him despite his association with you.
Yeah. Well, he's a good social media friend to have.
So he posted. I'm like, why is there a fire there? And then after the game's over, I see in the news a 29 car fire because some fucking asshole didn't turn his fucking grill off. And I think he slid it under his car so no one would take it.
So originally we thought it was obviously the first thought is that's a car crash. And he's, he does all this, science shit. So he's explaining, he's like, oh, see, the white smoke is this, and then the black smoke, that's the tires. It's definitely a car crash, blah, 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 blah. And
wasn't wrong.
We left the game and thought, okay, it must have been a car crash because, like I said, at some point in the fourth quarter, the smoke went away. But it did go all fucking game.
A lot of smoke.
And then you start Googling and figure out what happened. It's like, some dick left his grill running, slid the thing under the car, and it burned about 30 cars up.
Yeah, he's a real piece. Imagine leaving the game and your car's now gone.
The pictures on some of the fucking news sites, I'm like, it's a skeleton of a car.
Yeah, they were gone.
They just, all the cars just melted.
But how did isn't there a fire department in Miami?
I would assume so. And
2-3 cars top,
but,
put it out.
I mean,
what are you doing?
But I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Honestly,
30 cars.
I don't know.
Is a lot of fucking cars.
And it's like, my first thought was, oh, maybe like one exploded and blah, 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 blah. But we never heard anything.
No, it's not like so you see fires in the news, like multifamily in Lawrence, and it's windy, and they have asbestos siding and fucking, they're just these tinder boxes, and all of a sudden every house in the neighborhood's on fire.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's a fucking metal car.
It's a car.
It takes a little bit of effort to set a car on fire.
Now,
I've never done it.
I don't know what happens when you put a running grill under a gas tank.
Okay, that car's fucked. We got that.
maybe you take out 3 to 5 tops.
Yeah. The surrounding 28 should be relatively okay. Maybe 1, maybe 2. 30 fucking cars?
So you know what it might be? And this, rolling it back to when we were trying to find beer the first day. So they close a lot of the roads around the stadium during events and games.
Firemen can get wherever the fuck they want, Mike. They have sirens.
It's true. It's true.
There's really nothing stopping them. Maybe it was racist. They don't come to that neighborhood. Sorry.
It's the only explanation.
Something had to give. You don't let 30 cars burn up in a fucking...
And look, it wasn't subtle either. Stadium. Like I said, we were up in the 300s of the fucking the stadium, and we had a clear shot, and it looked like everything. It looked like everything was on fire. Also,
that stadium probably has its own fire department.
You would think so.
I would say if a fire broke out at what's it called? Hard Rock Studio? Hard Rock Stadium? Yeah. Hard Rock Stadium probably has a fucking yellow fire truck with a guitar on it with 2 fucking mustachioed off-duty firemen schmucks that work on Sundays that have a hose.
Yeah.
I guarantee if a fucking small fire breaks out in the stadium, they're not waiting for the fire department. They're putting it out.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. But they did not. They let
No. 30 cars.
30 cars, literally 3 full quarters of football, watching smoke billow outside the fucking stadium, wondering like, oh, this is going to be a great ride home.
What's your favorite tailgate food? Smoked Toyota.
Smoked Acura.
Do you have any burnt Dodge?
Like a little bit of extra barbecue sauce on my smoked Toyota.
I take my Ford medium well.
Yeah, no. It was that's bad. That's fucking bad. That's fucking bad.
You know, speaking of obviously our show's about tailgate food tonight. We announced that, right?
Sure, we did that.
We should talk about it for a second at least, right?
All right.
I mean,
how involved do you get with tailgating?
I am really good at bringing a grill.
Okay.
And bringing food, but not
like
I don't go.
How much
I don't
of a
go
grill?
nuts. I bring my real grill.
So your full size, the one you make food for the family.
Yeah. I bring the Weber.
Okay.
In the back of the truck.
Right.
Before I put my old man cab in my trucks, now I have one of those old man cabs that covers the tailgate.
Yeah.
I used to just strap to the roof rack and just drive down the fucking highway with coolers and fun. And it's funny as you get to so last game I went to was last year. Me and Harambe went, and it was just the 2 of us, and we didn't have a crew. A lot of times you have a crew of like 40 people you go tailgate with. So he's looking around trying to find us some people because obviously we know people that are going to the game. It's the Pats versus the Bucks. Tom Brady's last time playing here.
Yeah.
He finds a crew, a bunch of young guys, younger than him, like my younger cousin's friends.
Yeah.
And I get there, and they have all the food. They don't have a grill.
Perfect.
The guy who was supposed to bring the grill couldn't find a parking spot near them. I think I took his spot. I wheel my fucking full-size Weber over.
Yeah.
And I said, if you want something cooked, put it there. Dad's here.
Now, you bringing your grill, what do you bring for food? What do you cook on the grill?
Champion's pub steak tips every time.
They sell them to go, huh?
Yeah, you can get bags.
Really? Oh, interesting.
Not always. Just
you can get them to go.
Anyone can get them to go around a holiday.
Okay.
I can get them to go whenever I feel like it.
Fair enough. I was going to say Dom's, but we have our allegiances.
Yeah, no. I almost bought Dom's the other day. I was at a place that sold Dom's tips, and I found out that everything's gluten free, so I could give it to my wife as well. But I didn't have a place to refrigerate the fucking things.
That's the problem. Yeah.
I was in Winchester. I was working. I'm like, I can't bring these home.
Yeah.
now. But no, so I bring champion steak tips and rolls. I don't get weird. Like people get there at 6 in the morning and start smoking meats. What are you doing?
So that's just it. Like people will get and it's the people that get really excessive. Like I know people that are just bringing fucking 5-course meals. It's like here's like 87 fucking marinated shrimp skewers that we're gonna grill and fucking they got the seafood course and the meat course and it's like holy shit, where's the beer course? That's like this is like the food. I feel the food at tailgating is to just facilitate a base.
All you need.
It's not. It doesn't. You want it to taste good because we're fucking adults, but
meat.
And
you want to get Central Bakery. This is very, very local. Central Bakery in Peabody is the best fucking crusty little rolls. And they're amazing. They're not a sponsor, but they should be because we don't have a bakery and their fucking rolls are ridiculous. I'll contact them for it. Because I do know the woman who owns that's fiance is a beef group mod, Matt West.
How this shit comes
but
together, baby.
For years, I would go to wherever they're sold at stores, but also the bakery. Get a bag of those rolls.
Yeah.
You get some cheese, and you get some meat.
Mm-hmm.
Either. So when I was younger, we would go to Patriots games, and my cousin's husband owned Steve's Roast Beef in Malden, which is it's gone now.
I was going to say, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, no, closed. It was considered Boston's best beef in the 2000s. They were in Boston Magazine, blah blah. He stuffed the ballot to win. We don't.
You can buy a fucking award.
So, but they had awesome food, awesome beefs. Their steak tips were the best sub shop steak tips I've ever had, and their chicken kebabs were ridiculous. So we'd stop by he would go to the games with us. So it'd be me, my brother, George, and a few other people. And we stopped by his sub shop at 8 in the morning on a Sunday, and he would just fucking load up these buckets full of meat, and we'd bring the rolls and the cheese and fire the grill up. It's all you need.
See, the funny thing is
you don't need anything else.
Because Craig is chiming in, go hard or go home. Let the Bills fans make the burgers and dogs. I've never been a burgers and dogs tailgater. It's always been my go-to thought has always been steak tips.
There are 3 kinds of tailgaters.
Steak tips and beer.
There is us, steak tips and beer. There's Craig, who will be there at 4 a.m. with a smoker and a cigar. Yeah. Okay. He'll be there early. He'll start smoking the night before. And the third kind is in my opinion, the worst kind.
Okay.
They are the people who bring pizza they bought at a store down the street and wine.
Busted.
And you've done it?
No, Craig.
Oh.
I think you nailed him.
We know who Craig is. Craig is easy to spot in the crowd. Craig,
but also, Craig. But here's the thing: after I have my fucking one steak tip sub, and I start wandering, Craig's is the fucking tailgate. I'm wandering too.
Oh, every time.
It's
make
like
some friends.
I've seen Andy Husband spread sometimes, and it's like holy shit, I'm going over to his fucking tailgate.
You definitely want
anytime anyone that has anything to do with actual real cooking, I'm going to their fucking shit.
This one that I did last year, where I brought my steak to my grill. I took the time to slice up peppers and onions, which is not something I normally do. I wanted to make steak tip subs, and I had sausages too. I had sausages and steak tips.
Again, it feels like that's all. It feels that's all acceptable to me. Like if you're on a roll, you're all set. If you have a few extra people. Like if it's just you and Harambe, okay, steak tip subs, fine. We don't need to go all fucking extra because you'll cook more food than you'll eat. But few extra people, okay, let's throw some sausages in, and there's nothing wrong with fucking cutting up some onions and peppers. It's nice.
So I did that. I did that night before. I had it all in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Now I forgot to bring my iron skillet.
Okay.
Big fuck up. I was gonna start early, iron skillet while we drank peppers and onions. Yep. I pick up Harambe and I say, you have like a skillet of some kind? He's a single dude. He doesn't have a fucking cast iron skillet for making frittatas like I do. He's not a 42-year-old man who makes frittatas.
Fair enough.
So he comes out with some flimsy fucking bacon, the flat pan you'd cook 4 slices of bacon on. I'm like, well, best we can do. Best we can do.
I gotta get a new fucking skillet. I lost mine in the divorce.
I got 2. No, 4. They're fantastic.
I had 3. They all stayed with her.
So I go to one of the kids. I go, hey, you guys don't have like a real skillet, do you? His eyes light up.
What kids?
With the kids we met at the
Oh, okay. All right.
tailgate. The guys we met with
The guys whose spot you took their friend's spot.
Yeah, I have the grill. They have food. It's symbiotic. We're all gonna work together. We're throwing the pigskin around, drinking beers, interviewed by people.
It's like the football version of How High. It's like got blunts, got weed. Yeah. Let's party.
We had it all. So I go, hey, does anyone have like some sort of skill? This thing's fucking useless. Kid's eyes light up. I got an iron skillet. I'm like, wow, you do? He goes, yeah. And it still was this morning's bacon fat in it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're a fucking legend, kid. Send it my way. And all of a sudden, we're all eating sausage sandwiches with fucking mustard and cheese and steak tip subs. And I got Champions tips. They got fucking ribs they smoked the night before. I threw them on the fucking grill.
Nice.
Best tailgate ever.
Nice.
Me and Mike get interviewed by some fucking Twitter TV show.
I do remember that.
Yes.
I do remember that.
I was chanting "fuck Tom Brady" and pissed off everybody. It was good.
That was early nonsense.
That was early nonsense.
Early nonsense. Yeah.
It's a good day. Tailgate food. We did it.
Good day at the old ball game. The fanciest, chefiest as fuck food that I've ever seen was at a NASCAR tailgate. Okay, so I did 3 years at the Loudon, the Sylvania 300 NASCAR. One of them. No, 2 years were for Wicked Bites. One was because my ex was DJing the hospitality tent. And yeah, the Wikis. And yeah, those guys, but they're tailgating.
That's different.
For 3 fucking days.
That is so different. You get there on Friday and prep Sunday's meal. You fucking
when I filmed NASCAR, it got late into the first night. The race was on like, I don't know, it must have been Sunday, I'm guessing, or Saturday or whatever. Whatever the first night was, the night before the race, it got around 8, 9 o'clock. And the PR guy for Sylvania was like, oh, you got to come up to the tailgate thing. They wanted me to judge. Apparently they gave like all these trailers a bunch of fucking Sylvania lights, and they had to put it together like in decorations and stuff. And the winner got like, I don't know, $1,000, some shit. And they wanted me to judge. I'm like, fine, whatever. So we hop in golf carts and drive out. All I remember. So remember in the Road Warrior when Max, after his accident, and they fucking have that hallucination, fucking basically apocalyptic fucking people waving fire and shit like that. That's all I've pictured was fucking mad. There was smoke and weird fucking people. There was 3-legged dogs, 1-legged men. It was fucking insane. I walk up to the first fucking camper, and this fucking fat broad comes up and reaches into a jar, pulls out a fucking fistful of berries and said, eat these. And I go, get the fuck out of here.
2 men enter, 1 man leave.
I literally looked at the PR guy, go, they win, I'm taking the golf cart. I'm out. I'm fucking, it was too much. See you later. Too fucking much. Oh, he said a week sometime. Absolutely a week sometime. Like we were there for 3 days, and it was insanity. Fucking, it was the fanciest fucking shanty town I've ever fucking seen.
$200,000 fucking RVs and white trash,
and they're fucking fisting goddamn berries. Eat these moonshine berries. Sure, they're moonshine. Don't fucking give me your acid berries. I'm not fucking losing my shit with you. I got to work tomorrow.
Not today, Satan.
Not today. I got to talk to Danica Patrick tomorrow. She fucking showed me up as a goddamn foodie. All I wanted to do was talk about Elvis racing cars and her dying on South Park. And she's like, well, I eat foie gras. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Fuck you.
How did you feel when you died on South Park?
Yeah, you cunt of the week. Fucking cunt.
She was adorable. She's about all fucking 4 foot nothing.
Did we do tailgate food?
I think we covered I think this is the most we've covered an actual food topic on the show in a year.
Oh, good for us. So speaking of food,
$1 million RVs, yeah, probably.
I want to get this out there before we finish because this is pretty fucking cool.
All right.
The beef, the North Shore beef has reached.
Don't worry about it.
No, there's a lot of things covered. The North Shore beef has reached almost as far as it possibly could from the North Shore.
The actual sandwich itself.
Yes, I'm no cartographer or a geographer. I don't make maps. I don't read them. Oh, okay. But I know Tasmania is pretty fucking far away because it's in Australia. Mm-hmm. And their toilets run backwards. So that's got to be pretty far away.
Fact.
A few weeks ago, I was alerted to a man in Tasmania with North Shore ties. I'm not sure if he lived here. he has roots. He's aware of the sandwich. He knows the sandwich. He's a chef.
Roots in the North Shore.
He's from East Boston, kid.
He's got roots here. He's got
Cousins.
ties here.
His cousin Paulie.
First cousin on his mother's side. She invented the fucking beef.
Her last name was Kelly. So John Kelly out there in Tasmania.
John Kelly.
He decides at his restaurant, Poco, Tasmania, to do a New England food
sounds fun.
weekend. Yeah, who knows? New England food weekend. I don't know what they're doing out there. It's fucking Tasmania. He said "good day, mate" in the video. That's all I needed to hear.
Okay.
He does what his best interpretation of a North Shore beef.
Okay.
He can't get James River.
Okay.
He's fucking in Australia. I don't think he went to Amazon.
I was gonna say you can go to Amazon, but I don't know shipping laws in Australia.
I don't know. I think he said in the video he went to every grocery store within 200 kilometers.
Well, you're not going to find it in 200 kilometers of.
He still looked.
Fair,
you never know.
Fair fucks.
Didn't find it. Came up with his own concoction. Made the beef. Posted a few weeks ago. I reposted it on the Instagram.
Okay.
Valiant effort. Looked all right. Looked better than the fucking New Hampshire beef. Wrong sauce, but he admitted there's no lies. He did his best. Unbeknownst to me, because I usually know when these things are occurring, when something like this is going to happen. I'd say random, but I'm well aware.
The beef signal gets shot up.
No, I get it. People.
Somebody in the world is making beefs. Andy Ferg is on the case.
And I was, but someone went in this guy's DMs and didn't ask for a thumb selfie. He asked for an address.
Yeah.
Where can I send you, James River? And this isn't like me or like Dan Bob or a founding member like Mike DiFrancisco.
Right.
It was a random contributor to the Facebook page.
This was just somebody who is in the Facebook group who saw this guy's post and was like, this guy needs James River. He's making the effort. He's making all the efforts.
And if I was doing this because I'm an attention whore, I'm letting me know.
Oh yeah.
And I'm taking pictures. I'm showing him what I'm doing. I'm making a video of unboxing. Yes. No, Sean Larrow just sent the fucking thing.
Awesome.
I never would have known unless the guy from Poco, Tasmania didn't do an unboxing on Instagram this morning. So I wake up, feeling fresh as a daisy as usual.
Sure.
And I open up the old Instagram while I'm having my morning movement.
Yeah.
And I'm tagged in a video from Poco, Tasmania. I'm like, oh, what's this guy up to? And I squint through it. I'm like, wait, did Sean Larrow really send this guy a fucking bottle of James River?
Mm-hmm.
And you could see how much it cost to send it.
What it cost?
It was $30.80 to send it.
I don't know. That seems like
it's relatively reasonable, but still
seems very reasonable to send and what did he send, a bottle or one of those gallon jug things?
Just a bottle.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I would have preferred 2 bottles. This guy's gonna make one beef.
He's gonna make
but that's all right. He did his best. So I mean, that's
but did he also send like, hey, by the way, Amazon? Hopefully he's watching. Amazon pal.
He might be. It's like 6 a.m. there, so he's probably watching.
Amazon pal. We're the best morning show in Tasmania.
Yes, we are. We are number 1 in Tasmania right now.
Fuck Toucher and Rich. It's all about us in Tasmania.
Toucher and Rich of Tasmania. It's so funny because the guy's accent is so authentic.
It's fantastic.
You hear the Australian accent,
sure,
and you're like, yeah, it's fake.
Yeah.
No, this guy was I won't do it because I can't.
Yeah.
I can, but I don't do it well enough. It'll take me an hour, and I'll be like that other podcast. They do the same accent over and over again for 10 minutes and don't do it well.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Anyways, but so I think that's really cool. There's nothing like those stories. It's like a fucking the beef has now crossed the world.
Well, yeah, it's one of those things. Like, it's always cool when you see the guy in San Diego who's got the cart or is it a car or some shit.
Yeah, he has the whole setup of a tent and a.
They got the beef down in Lauderdale down here, but it's like this is a whole other ball game, man. This is fucking Australia.
This is a different fucking
continent.
There are animals there that don't even make it across the fucking across the water. You can die so many ways there.
Seriously.
Crocodile Dundee might get a beef someday if he's in Tasmania.
And you got tagged in it. It's not just like he was making it and someone found it and shared it with you. He knew about you.
Yeah, no, I forget one of the beef group followers members for years is friends with this guy. So I don't know the connection, but Justin Mario was the one. JC Mario told me this guy's making beefs. Then he made the post, tagged me, and then we had this conversation. And all of a sudden, James River shows up, and I go, "Send me the video. Hurry the fuck up! I want this thing.
Hurry up, sir."
It was so funny. I love this type of thing. I love content. I love it. It's just it's so wholesome.
It's fucking awesome.
We don't get wholesome content very often. Usually it's Dan Bob's fucking pecker
Seriously.
poking through a small pair of fucking, a tiny fucking, what do you call it? Bikini bottom, whatever he wears.
A carny bikini bottom.
I don't even know what the fuck he called he wears. A Speedo. A Slodo.
Christ almighty.
So Tasmania.
That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really cool.
So I got a couple more. Should I do my word of the week?
Word of the week.
It's the new segment.
All right.
I may have told you, I may not have. We drink
you
a lot.
did not.
All right. So now Sesame Street.
This wasn't even in the show prep. This wasn't even
in the
tease.
I remember halfway through.
Gotcha.
So remember how Sesame Street will do like letter of the day, and today's letter of the day is L. L stands for lard ass. Whatever. Have Kermit say fucking someone.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the word of the week. Letter of the day. We're gonna do 7 days gets a word. It's not gonna be the kind of word you may have heard of. You may have heard of it. Listeners may not have, and they're gonna get an education today. The reason I chose this word is because I said it to someone recently, and they'd never heard of it, and I had to explain the definition. The definition is so good. Mm-hmm. It's our word of the week.
Fair enough.
This week's word of the week is felching.
I've heard felching.
I'll spell it.
I've heard felching.
Felching. Felching.
Okay, well, let me guess. Does it have something to do with farting in mouths?
No.
Fuck.
No, it's felching.
It's definitely a deviant sexual act.
Oh, it's a special.
I want to say I heard of it in John Waters' movie, The Dirtiest Thing or A Dirty Shame, I think. It had Johnny Knoxville and Selma Blair in it, and I believe that's where I heard felching for the first time.
Our loyal listener Danny Snyder is close.
Okay.
He's missing a few details, but he definitely has it close.
All right.
It is not just cum eating, Danny.
Go on.
It's the method. Felching.
Go on.
To felch. To felch.
To felch.
A person who seeks semen out of another person's asshole with a straw.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'll tell you how it. So
yep, I definitely heard that in a John Waters movie.
Hypothetically, if me and my thumb fetish boy would have some anal sex,
yeah,
and
a third party.
No, could be one of us. Could be me. I could be going with my own brand.
How that's a long ass straw, dude. You gotta fucking do an erector set of straws.
It's a full on cream pie.
Wait,
pull out and get the straw.
God damn, that's turning my stomach.
That's something. That's the word of the week. Felching. Use it in the sentence tomorrow.
Holy shit, that's
tell your coworkers about it.
Fucking disgusting.
Isn't it gross?
That is
felching?
Fucking disgusting. I'd rather snowball than fucking felch.
Think about like,
that's
snowballs. Wait, snowballs. Wait, don't ruin. That could be next week's word.
Not anymore. Well, maybe it is. I'm gonna go see Clerks 3, so maybe it is.
Think about like the depravity. I'm not a kink shamer because do what you want, do what you
want, but it's not so much. It's not the act. It's the straw. It's the straw because cum's thick. Cum's thick. Cum is not meant to be facilitated through a straw. So that's,
you can use a big straw, a thick straw, like those big novelty straws when we were kids.
But then that's a whole other fucking butt thing.
What I think is funny is what someone just joined the Instagram live, and it's
welcome.
It's the can artist from Channel Marker, and she's a nice girl. She's a nice wholesome girl, and she just joined during the felching conversation.
She's a lovely woman.
to reiterate, felching is when someone ejaculates in someone else's asshole and then seeks it out with a straw. There could be a third party involved.
Okay, so seeks it
one
out.
One who seeks semen.
Because the initial image was very like. So remember in very early on in Wolf of Wall Street where he's blowing coke into the hooker's asshole with a straw?
Yeah, just the opposite.
So it is sucking cum out of the asshole with a straw.
Yeah.
The food show you deserve, folks. Fuck me, that is disgusting.
Isn't that amazing?
I don't care what, like you said, like you do you, but fuck's sake, that's just unsanitary.
Don't tell me about it.
Just unsanitary.
I mean, if you can snowball, at least it's coming from a mouth to a mouth.
Mouth to mouth, and cock to mouth. We're not facilitating the anus with a straw.
Yeah, you got to get in there and get it though. Every drop counts.
Oh, you're getting shit in there. It's fucking gross.
I mean, you would really hope the person was a wiper that fingered to get it all out.
God,
is little.
that's like I have something stuck in my throat that's trying to get out right now. It's like that's fucking gross.
It's really good though.
Actually,
It's
fucking retched.
It's a really good word. It's a
Thinking
really good
of
word.
that. That's
It's a top 5 all
holy
time.
a dirty shame. John Waters, go check it out.
Yeah, it's a top 5 all time Urban Dictionary type word.
Right.
And it's not as known as like Cleveland Steamer and Rusty Trombone and all those.
No. Angry Pirate, still my favorite, only because Patrice O'Neill described it on Fox News.
Yes, it's amazing.
You jack in her eye, you kick her in the shin, and he fucking described it to a fucking hardcore feminist on Fox News. Still one of the greatest moments in live news history.
Yeah, that
Patrice
was
O'Neill, a god, not just a fucking legend icon, a god among comics.
Gone way too soon.
Fuck yeah, I miss that son of a bitch every fucking day.
Comment of the episode, and it won't be close. Our friend Lindsay Marie from Jamie's, and well, damn, now I'm starving.
October 6th, I'm flying in. Anyway, so speaking of John Waters and terrible movies that I can't help but watch, you brought something to my attention when you were watching Cobra Kai about top 3 bad but really fucking good movies. Good bad movies
that are terrible.
Yeah.
But you always watch.
Basically guilty pleasures.
Yeah, but they're not well acted.
Top 3.
They're not well acted. They're not well done. There's many flaws.
I mean, I have first ballot Hall of Famer that I don't think can be beat.
Okay, let's hear it.
The Room. Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Is this a movie anybody's heard of?
It is the greatest terrible movie ever. So it was the movie.
Really?
So remember a few years ago, James Franco did The Disaster Artist?
Yes, I know that movie.
It's the movie that movie's based on. He did basically the biopic of that movie.
So you're a fucking nerd. No one's seen that movie.
Everyone's seen that fucking movie.
Literally no one has ever seen that movie. You and James Franco, the only 2 people who have seen the movie in their lives.
Craig's asking if we all just jumped the shark. No.
Fuck the shark. I'll fuck the shark and Felcham. I don't care.
Fonzie jumped the shark twice. Once in the fucking Happy Days, once in Arrested Development. Suck it.
All right, my turn.
Go on.
My turn for my number 1. The greatest bad movie of all time.
Yeah.
Is Big Trouble in Little China.
No, it isn't. That's a fucking excellent movie.
It's fucking
no,
it's not. Watch it. It's terrible.
Kurt Russell cannot be in a fuck. Kurt Russell is in it. So you said it was bad acted.
He can't. He's not acting well in that movie.
Kurt Russell
He's
is
just
Kurt
one-liners.
Russell. Fantastic.
It's just one-liners. It's
Holy
shitty acting.
Shit.
The special effects is terrible, and I'm watching
Jack
every
Burton and the
fucking
Pork Chop Express is fucking
Pork chop.
Yes. No, if you had said Tango and Cash, then we'd be talking.
Another great one.
Tango and Cash. Now we're talking.
It's bad, but it's good. Not that it's terrible and you can't. This is not well done.
I can't get down with that.
It's not well done.
I can't get down with that. I love that movie.
That's the point.
But I love that movie in a different sense than because I love bad movies. Like I said, I'm sitting here referencing fucking.
This is different. Then we're doing different things.
We're definitely doing different things because I was just going to put the whole Troma catalog as number 2.
My fucking next one is Bloodsport.
Van Damme.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You're thinking way too mainstream here, man.
No, of course I'm not a fucking. That's the problem.
Mainstream with these
doing a fucking
things.
Movie question with a fucking movie nerd.
You're asking a fucking guy
show.
with a goddamn library behind him about movies. Yes, I'm gonna pull some fuckers out.
Pick my third one, but I fucking remember it now at this point.
I got a fucking DVD called Bloody Giblets, for fuck's sake.
Oh, fucking ruin the goddamn.
Got another one over there called 12 Inches of Dangling Fury. All right, and these are not pornos. Right?
Not yet.
Right?
I forgot my third one. You fucking got me all rattled.
All right. So
Roadhouse.
Fuck off with all this. Your movies.
They're not good movies.
Your choices stink. Your choices stink. No. Swayze, wrong. Kurt Russell are not allowed to be in good bad movies. It's movies like fucking Showgirls is a guilty pleasure fucking bad movie.
Good bad. No, it's a movie that's not well done that I love. It's a poorly done movie that I love. It would be panned by the.
It's an excellent movie. It's an iconic movie.
The critics would pan it. They'd say it sucked. It would be certified
Roger
rotten
Ebert
on Rotten
loved
Tomatoes.
Roadhouse. Bill Murray
No, he
calls
didn't.
Kelly fucking whatever her name is husband every time he sees it on TV and says Patrick Swayze's banging your wife.
This is amazing.
Greatest
amazing
fucking
movies
prank
that suck.
ever.
They're so bad, they're great.
They're not,
that's the point.
That's the thing. You're doing it wrong.
They're not good. What's good about that movie?
You're
He
doing
can't
it
act
wrong.
right boot.
You're doing it wrong.
Right boot.
You're doing it
It's-
wrong.
I'll tell you when it's not time to be nice. Pain don't
You're
hurt.
doing it
What
wrong.
are you doing?
You're doing it.
Like-
You're just doing it. Cool as ice.
No, you're going too nerd. You're going too nerd. You're too nerd.
Fuck you. Vanilla Ice
Ma-
was like
ma-
the biggest thing
mainstream-
ever. In
Mainstream
1990.
bad movies.
That's the only one that's got released in
how
theaters.
about Brian Bosworth movie? Fucking what's that movie
Cool.
called?
No, not Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, of course. Yeah,
Stone
that's another
Cold.
one.
And I could double down and do a Charlie Sheen one that was another biker ripoff of that one, but I'm not going to do it because we've already established you haven't seen it. But Stone Cold, absolutely in that category. Absolutely.
Yeah, well.
Roadhouse, no. Big Trouble in Little China, no.
No, they're not good. They're just
No,
great.
you can't put them in that category. This is not.
They're amazing bad movies.
They're great movies.
No, but they're not good.
They're great.
They're not well acted. The story sucks. They're stupid. The villain's stupid. The villain in Roadhouse is some fucking old dude who drives the wrong side of the road and buys the whole fucking town.
Terry Funk
And-
doesn't make bad movies.
And the guy, the fucking pretty boy with the fucking karate. Fuck you. Swayze's the cooler, and you need to bring in Sam Elliott from fucking Kentucky to fight people
Sam
because
Elliott
he's
is my
better.
fucking hair icon.
Yes, awesome actors. But what the hell are we doing here?
Next thing you're gonna say is fucking Lebowski's on the list.
No, Lebowski's an amazing, well done movie.
Fine. You're all over the place.
That's well acted.
It is. It is. So are these movies. You're all over the place.
No, they're not well acted.
Kurt
They're
Russell does
terribly
not
acted.
bad act.
In that movie, he's not good.
He's excellent.
He's great.
You're right.
He's not good.
excellent.
He just can't act in that movie
He's
because he's not supposed to act. Fucking everybody in that movie sucks. In the special effects, what?
Well,
It was garbage.
1980,
Hot trash.
whatever.
89, 87. That feels right. 87.
I got it.
Listen, anything post Predator needs to be good.
Big Trouble in Little China. I got it somewhere.
And Demolition Man is a great example of what I'm talking about. But I love Demolition Man, and it's got some really good parts. And Stallone doesn't make bad movies, except for that one recently. It was terrible.
Yeah, we already established that. Plus, Rocky V was a thing.
We can't get deep into Cobra Kai, but it's the worst TV show of all time that I can't stop watching.
Now that is the greatest bad fucking TV show ever.
It is awful, but we're gonna let you get caught up, Mike. We're gonna finish it for next week in full discussion.
Yeah, we can. We
can't do it today. It's too much. It's a topic.
I started. I'm 4 episodes in, and literally the opening scene, Ralph Macchio's fucking dialogue. I'm just like, this is absurd. You're a fucking adult who is a successful car dealer, and you're worried about a karate dojo opening like fucking 20 miles from your house.
If you have to spend reality with that show
That's
because
the basis
really.
of this.
I mean, it was fine in the beginning. Danny versus
Karate.
they keep. I want to start a drinking game, but I'll be dead every time they say karate because they say karate
An
awful lot
absurd
in that
amount
show.
for 2022.
And think about it, like I don't even know if there's a karate dojo near me.
I would.
If there's one in my
seriously have to
town, I'd
Google
be
one.
shocked.
Yeah.
That should be an assignment. Find the
And
nearest
Terry
karate
Silva is
dojo.
franchising.
They're everywhere.
Terry Silva's
Join us.
Fucking Cobra Kai is the Dunkin' Donuts of karate.
And if you watch the first episode, Miguelito gets robbed by some fucking pikers and can't defend himself,
He really did.
even though he's like the greatest karate guy in the fucking valley.
He's a champion.
And then later on, you'll see he beats up some gangsters like it's nothing in front of their boss.
Yep.
It's fine, but the fucking Australian dude took his backpack.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Makes some fucking sense. Next week we're gonna get into Cobra Kai. So we're gonna.
I'm gonna
finish
finish it tonight.
I'm gonna finish it tonight too. Fuck
Yeah,
you. I'll finish it first.
That's fine. Fine. Oh,
So
Christ.
I'm gonna end my part of this show with two recommendations.
All right. Oh.
Two recommendations. So we're getting close to we're at the end, right?
Yeah, we're definitely past that point.
So a hard recommend, and I haven't finished it yet. I'm gonna go upstairs and finish it, but I've watched the first 40 minutes of it on Netflix. It's a new stand-up special, and the guy's name is Sheng Wang, SHENGWANG.
Yep.
He's Puerto Rican.
No, he isn't. Not with that name.
No, he's Chinese. It's a Chinese fella. He has a Mitch Hedberg look about him. He comes on stage with round glasses, long hair.
I'm just going to go back for 1 second and just say, like, Over the Top is not in your list?
No, that movie's amazing. It's got a good story.
You're all over the place.
No, it's obviously on my list at some point, but it's not as
all over the way.
It's not as bad good as those.
Like, I had to deal with fucking Will's shit talking people. He was yelling about their veneers. He literally turned around and goes, "Fuck your teeth. Everybody has perfect teeth here." I'm like, oh my God, we're really losing bad today.
Listen. Over the Top is on my list of bad great movies, but it's not as bad great as the ones I've named.
Jesus Christ, you're all over the place.
Tango and Cash is also there, but Over the Top soundtrack's unbeaten. It's undefeated.
Fair enough. Fair.
Take Me Halfway Across the Sky, the whole movie, and they throw some Sammy Hagar. Come on, what are we doing here?
Fair.
There's 2 songs the whole movie. But my hard recommend is a comedian on Netflix, hour-long special. His name is Shang Wang.
Shang Wang.
He puts out
Wang, it's a parking lot.
I think that's his kid, actually. I think it's his kid Shang.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's Jewish, but they might be. So I put it on like I was killing time. It's 6:30. I come down at 7:15 to do this. I'm killing time.
Yep.
Just background noise. I was fucking pissing myself.
Really?
Major Mitch Hedberg timing vibes.
Oh, really?
Like the whole like that relaxed, the joke's coming eventually, but not copying him, not being Mitch, but he had a little Mitch look about him, like he smoked too much weed that day,
Right.
even though Mitch was on heroin.
Right.
But hard recommend.
Okay.
I'll soft recommend a movie
Okay.
that I watched the other day. Speaking of Nicolas Cage,
Mm.
no, we didn't talk about it at
We
all
didn't
today.
speak
But
about him at all. But
no.
all right.
On Hulu,
Hulu.
a movie called Pig.
Ooh.
Stumbled across it. The trailer sucked me in immediately. I couldn't not push play. It's free if you have Hulu. It doesn't cost any money.
Yeah,
I'll watch a commercial or two during it.
I've wanted to watch it for a while. It's good though, right?
In the trailer, I don't know if I could say it's good. It's interesting.
Really?
In the trailer, it's well done. It's well acted. It's
Okay.
not a bad good movie. It could be a good bad movie.
Yeah.
So whatever, the opposite of a good bad movie. The opposite. And Nicolas Cage in his deepest tone. I just want to get my pig back. Someone stole my pig.
Christ.
The premise of the movie is Nicolas Cage is a truffle farmer, I guess we'll call it. He goes in the woods with a truffle pig and farms truffles, expensive mushrooms. And the pig is the seeker outer.
I had no fucking idea they use pigs to seek out.
Oh yeah, they use pigs. They use pigs. Yeah.
Oh, you know
truffles.
this information.
I know. I did. I knew that going in. I watch TV.
And he's all about the fucking.
That's
truffles.
not the thing. So I don't like them.
How
I
does
know
the
how you
Angry
get them.
Ferg not have fucking truffles on it?
I mean, we could put them on there or a mushroom stamp. Oh,
$50 fucking beef.
So it's about this man in the woods who has a truffle pig, and he loves this pig, and they go out and they find truffles. And one day, things go wrong, and they take his pig, and it's a quest to find his pig. It's taken with pig instead of girl.
I watched Clerks 2 the other night. Oh man, I miss my donkey.
It's Mike. It's
Kinky
the most
Kelly
fucked up.
and a sexy son.
It's the most fucked up premise of any movie ever. I watched the whole thing.
Hey, fucko. It's called interspecies
Mike,
erotica.
I cried
Really?
at one point. That
You-
movie made
actually-
me well up.
Actually cried like you did with.
I mean, I
Miracle.
welled up. I'm like, oh god,
cried at
it's sad. It's a sad movie.
Okay.
Those are the 2 recommendations: a hard recommend and a soft recommend.
Fair enough.
You'll love it. You'll like it's well
I'm gonna watch
acted
it.
and well done.
I definitely wanna
Interesting.
watch it, yeah.
It's just a weird fucking movie.
Yeah. I definitely want to watch it, so I'm going to. Maybe not tonight because I gotta, race you to fucking finish Cobra Kai now.
Well, yeah.
But fuck.
I'm on episode 7, so I'm gonna win.
Do we have anything else or cunt of the week?
Cunt of the week.
Cunt of the week. Do it.
I try to live my life every day. Keep out of strife, come what may. I try to do unto others as I'd have them do to me. But it can't be done for everyone, and now it's plain to see. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. I think that's stinking cunt. Say it ain't true, but he'll tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. Motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes you're a big fat stinking cunt.
Logo thieves.
Mm.
Multiple people have stolen logos from me recently. I didn't bring up another one.
Oh.
I pay people or trade, or I have deals with people to make my logos.
They're your logos.
This is my logo. Is it a Red Sox similar logo? Sure, it's mine. I dropped my microphone. This is my logo. It's fine. Leave them alone.
Pat
And these
Beeftree got a lot of fucking compliments at the
Yes,
in the beer
of course
line
he
this
did.
weekend. Yeah.
So this logo
North Shore
in
Beach, where you from, kid? Oh, for fuck's sake! I don't want to talk to anybody.
particular,
because
this
on
logo,
the back of my shirt, it actually just says the words North Shore Beefs. So people were reading like, "Where you from, kid?" Oh, fuck me.
your sister's ass,
I
buddy.
gotta fucking discuss my origin story to you, fucking sweaty bastard. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
So this logo here,
Yeah.
is my original. They call it the OG logo. My original one from years and years ago. I had an artist draw this. It says North Shore Beefs, onion roll. It's
It's a good one.
decent. It's a high selling sticker. It's the OG.
It's a good one.
And some guy asked me a question on Instagram on the beef page. What's COTB mean? And I don't know what drove me to click on his profile, but I did.
Yeah.
And his profile, there were more profiles tagged. And one of them was Tom's Beefy Quest. And I said, that's interesting. Interesting name. And I clicked it. And he took this fucking logo and had it say Tom's Beefy Quest. Stole it. And then last week, some cunts on
Wait a
fucking
minute.
the internet.
Explain that one, because that one I haven't heard.
This logo right here, see where it says North Shore
Yeah.
and Beefs?
Yeah.
It said Tom's Beefy Quest. He edited out my word and used my logo.
I've had that done to me.
It's just bullshit. Leave me the fuck alone.
I've had that done. I had people take my fucking YouTube videos, and basically where I would put my name, they literally did the same thing. They just crudely fucking pasted over it. Cunts.
I just don't like it. Like, just get your own shit. Don't
Cunts.
take my fucking shit. I'm not fucking Google. I'm not Amazon. I'm just a guy in his fucking basement
Go to
saying dumb
fucking
shit. Leave
Clipart
me
if you
alone.
need a fucking sandwich that bad.
Or ask me, and I'll say no.
What is that?
Because I will say no. Do not touch my stuff. I'm fucking Supremes back in the day.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
all
they
right,
stole
all
your
right,
picture.
All right. Fucking Supremes has been dining out on my fucking picture of the beef, and it's not even their beef anymore.
They also keep
like fucking the what's it called, the Clam Shack?
Yeah.
They should be using that fucking picture now.
Mike, if you go into the Supremes right now, they're all wearing a shirt that I designed
Of course they are.
because they're buying it from the guy who made the shirt directly.
I hope they're getting 10% off their next order by using F buddies.
No, it's no. It was the previous guy who was Joe wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Joe has integrity. He would say, Ferg, they're
trying to
want to
buy
buy
your shirts.
directly.
Yeah.
And I'll say, Joe, we'll either figure on your end or my end, but they're not.
The Red Sox font?
It's just, the Red Sox font. Yeah. Which I stole too, but fuck you. I stole from the Red Sox, not some guy in his basement.
Right.
And I stole this from the fucking Cleveland Indians.
I took
not even
the
a team
picture
anymore.
they're using for their menu.
I know. It's cunts. I'm done.
I
Fuck
don't even want money. I just, maybe a tag once in a while if you're going to sling shitty beefs and use my fucking awesome picture.
Scal's ready to drink that cocktail.
Yep.
I drink those once in a while. They're.
I've seen.
I said
you've chugged
in a
those
video.
once in a while.
Yeah, I said these are a great party starter.
Mm-hmm.
They contacted me and said,
17%.
"Yeah." They contacted me and said, "That's a great slogan." I go, "Use it. Just give me fucking credit."
Have they?
I don't know. It was like a week ago.
So no.
I mean, I don't think they've used it. So if they use it, they'll give me credit. That's all I want.
Fair fucks.
Just give me credit.
Fair fucks.
No, our sponsor Jamie's stole a bunch of stuff from me. I said, "Give me credit. It's fine."
Well, their whole website is all your acronyms.
Yeah, of course it is.
But that's not the only one.
No, they all do.
You didn't get into the guy that you sent me on Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. It was a long time ago.
The guy who impersonated a comedian who was stealing a shirt.
Oh shit! Okay, that's the.
That's the whole origin of this.
All right, so that is the same logo I was talking about earlier, the Celtics logo.
The Celtics logo.
So
yeah.
I forgot about that part. So when I was alerted to this logo being stolen from me, it tagged a comedian who I didn't know was a comedian then. One of the Beef Page followers who has a blue check mark on Instagram.
Yeah.
They were using his name in my shirt to sell shirts. He wasn't involved. I wasn't involved.
It's a hard cease and desist, sir.
It's fucked, right?
It's a cease and desist all day.
And then it's a beef and desist, first of all.
Fair enough.
But yeah, the fucking
why
guy.
you-
So I went at him hard and then felt real bad
Mhm.
because he's
But
a
he
nice
has,
fella.
he has to fucking understand that.
Oh, he did. He's fine now. But he bought the merch. He goes, I wear the shirt all the time. People love it. I would never steal your shirt. He's a successful comedian in New York City.
Right.
He ain't stealing my shirt.
Right.
Now we're friends on Facebook. The guy's got a tour coming up.
Awesome.
He's selling bootleg beef merch. Fuck you.
Awesome.
If I knew his name, I'd tell you, but I forget and I can't look it up because I don't have two screens.
Yeah.
Sam something.
But yeah, I would find. I told you this. I sent you a text. I told you you find the contact fucking page of that goddamn website and send a very lengthy cease and desist. Copy and paste that shit, or just have a fucking lawyer do it if you want to spend money.
I have a lawyer. He's free.
Fair enough. There you go.
He's listening.
Problem solved.
All right, count of the week. What do you got?
Kind of the week. I was gonna go with the elevator system at the hotel I was in, but that's just so fucking me pissing and moaning about a weekend in Miami. No. So mine's gonna be fancy bars who fucking judge you for drinking after you're done eating. And fancy bars is in air quotes without me actually doing the fucking air quotes. So it's a place that like you sit down, order a drink, look at the menu, maybe order another drink. I have my rhythm. If I go to a place, I'm going to spend some time there. But it's the after you actually order food and eat, and then you're like, oh, I'll have another beer, and they're like, and they start giving you the judging eyes. It's like, that part bothers me.
Yeah.
Incessantly, because like I'm here spending money. Will you fucking care how long I'm going to sit here and drink? I'm not bothered. And I'm not someone who bothers anybody either. Like, normally, I'm fucking by myself.
The only time that's acceptable is if you're at a table.
I never am.
And there's a wait.
Sure.
Then get the fuck out of there. But
I'm normally a single person at the bar.
Then you are allowed to stay there as long as you fucking want.
And when I get the
in
eyeball, like, you okay? Like, am I okay? Am I falling down?
I'm 280 fucking pounds. I'm
fucking
fine.
Professional.
I'm drinking Coors Light.
Exactly. I'm drinking your lightest shit fucking above water.
4% alcohol times 40 is only 160.
Exactly.
It's half my weight. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I'm here. I want
beer
to
math.
watch karaoke. What the fuck you looking?
We've done beer math. It's beer math.
Beer math. So those fuckers. Fuck you.
Fuck you, cunts.
Fuck you, cunts. All right. God,
I think we did it.
people just fucking annoy me. Anyway, people that don't annoy me are our sponsors. Thank you, Patty Kelly's, 154 Washington Street in Peabody. At Patty Kelly's on Instagram. Monday and Wednesday nights, they do karaoke and brunch on Friday through Sunday from noon to 3. Open every single day till 1 in the morning. Presenting sponsor of the second annual North Shore Beefs Golf Tournament, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage at Buy and Refi on Instagram. Cross Country Refried Beans. CrossCountryMortgage.com is the website. Channel Marker Brewing Kid, 95 Rantoul Street in Beverly. At Channel Marker Brewing on Instagram. Taproom hours, Wednesday through Friday, 3 to 10. Saturdays, noon to 10. Sundays, noon to 6. ChannelMarkerBrewing.com is the website. And tomorrow, you will see Andy selling T-shirts, and the new line of North Shore Beefs IPA comes out as well. Third incarnation.
Yeah. And thongs and boxer briefs.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
No, I don't have those things not yet.
I think nothing less.
I want to put a beef on the front of a thong. That'd be fun.
That'd be good. But yeah, tomorrow,
tomorrow around 5ish, 5:30. When's when I get there?
Post work, industry night, industry night.
I might industry night's on Mondays. First of all,
I don't give a fuck.
I might get there at 3.
I never understood industry night.
That's because people who work the bar, for the most part, don't work Mondays. The good bartenders on Friday and Saturday don't have to work Mondays. They put the shitty person on.
I understood it. Just go fucking drink.
Yeah, just drink. Be a man.
Just go drink. Be a man. Ben Franklin Print Company. 177 North Main Street in Middleton. At BenFranklin_PrintCo. BenFranklinPrintCo.com is the website. Mention F Buddies, get 10% off your next order because Joe prints with integrity.
He was there tonight printing the fuck out of stuff. I went and picked up some Patriots shirts.
There you go.
He was there by himself working like a dog.
Man's an animal. Jamie's Roast Beef in Peabody. Ooh. 44 Margin Street in Peabody, kid. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Speaking of industry night, not open on Mondays. Tuesday through Sunday from 11 to 9 at Jamie's Roast Beef on Instagram. JamiesRoastBeef.com is the website. Go buy. Get some beef.
Go buy a beef. I had one today. I tried to DoorDash it because I was home with my sick kid and I didn't want to go anywhere.
What happened?
Well, I got to the price part.
Oh shit!
one junior beef,
Yep.
Angry Ferg, delivered to my house after all fees and taxes was $24.
And normally,
after I'd say 12.
wow.
But I got a drink and I tipped the girl because Nikki behind the counter is wicked nice, and I'm like, I'm not tipping Nikki. She's fucking great.
Quite a charge up.
They do it's not their fault. That's the thing is
No. I'm not blaming Jamie's. I'm saying fucking that's DoorDash fucking marking the shit up.
But also McDonald's charges $2 to deliver. That makes sense because they're McDonald's. They deliver everywhere. Jamie's is a one-off. They charge $6 because the place needs to make their fucking money.
Right.
Yeah, so I wrote that fun story about me leaving my toddler at home with a pit bull, and idiots fell for it because idiots are idiots. Did you read it?
I skimmed it. I saw some of it.
Yeah. So my 15-year-old daughter is a little sick, and I was supposed to hang with her, and I'm like, I can leave for 10 minutes. I went upstairs, checked on her. I'm like, you good? She goes, yeah. I'm like, she was thrown up this morning, so I want to make sure she was good.
All right.
Well, yeah, I'm a good dad. And I was hanging with her. I got my beef. She couldn't have any because she's on a fucking brat diet.
It's a brat diet.
Banana, rice, apple tea. It's a upset stomach diet.
It's an actual acronym?
Yeah, I love acronyms. You know that.
Fuck you. Do it again?
Banana, rice, apple tea.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah, four very mild foods for your stomach, so you don't get.
Never heard that, but very good.
Well, you're not a father.
Because you probably made it up, and I'm not a father. Yeah.
No. It's not. It's a dad thing. You learn that when you're a parent.
Oh, you're in the Facebook group, the fucking community.
No. I learned things because I had a mother-in-law, and they told me things.
Oh, fair enough. Fair fucks.
So 2 topics we didn't get to tonight. We should get to. We briefly got to Cobra Kai, but there's a lot of meat in that.
There's a lot of meat. I still got to finish it. We're gonna race tonight.
And then there's a fountain in Peabody.
Okay.
At the Crystal Lake in West Peabody, and also one in Browns Pond.
Okay.
And I had a comment on the Peabody Facebook group that caused quite a tizzy about the fountain.
We were also supposed to deep dive into Adam Sandler's IMDb, but we didn't do that either.
Yeah, no, I forgot that. Also, so apparently fountains, I learned from these Karens, they don't take any fresh water from the hose. They actually pump lake water back in. So
better or worse?
I mean, way better, and I was kidding, and they all fell for it. Fucking morons. Comments were great.
So next week.
Yeah, we got some stuff.
Are we doing coming up next week still?
Why wouldn't we?
It feels like the other guy's show.
I mean, Cobra Kai is definitely has to be teased.
Well, that's going to happen just because
there is
I gotta
so much
finish
fucking.
I'm guessing we're not going to get to your fucking fountain story because we're going to.
No. I just told
you just. That was the whole fucking story.
That's all there was. People were mad because I made a joke about a fountain
don't use
using
a
water.
hose.
Because we're in a drought, Mike. We're in a drought up here, and I said, "Oh, yeah, the hypocrisy of running a fountain during a drought."
We're the worst.
My line was the hypocrisy of running a fountain during a drought.
That was the funny thing about the weekend. Will Smith was like, "Why is your fucking grass so green?" Because we shits about water.
Exactly, it's Florida. The country can die. Oh, we ran long tonight, huh? Hour 35.
See you next week, cunts.
All right, go fuck yourself.